there are several hundred companies around the world that are working on checkpoint inhibitors, immuno-oncology, and trying to derive additional efficiencies in the current class. And these checkpoint inhibitors, PD-L1, PD-1 checkpoint inhibitors in immunotherapy, only really been accessible since the latter part of the last decade, 2018, 2019. And it's made incredible contributions in a number of different solid tumor types, but it has not made any sort of, not moved the needle at all with regard to outcomes in glioblastoma. And what we have here is an entirely new class, and I'm really glad that Dwayne emphasized this, a new class of immunotherapy that is addressing those specific shortcomings that came in the last, previous classes of drug, and address why they fell short with regard to outcomes in glioblastoma. And I think it's really important also to your earlier question, J. Kyle, about market. The way that the market works in therapeutics and in drug development is the vast majority of these companies have two key inflection points early. And this is usually on a timeline of, say, 2 to 4 years. And that's the establishment of safety and efficacy. So that's that phase 1, phase 2 period. So, the hard and fast rules, and these are immovable objects as they should be by the Food and Drug Administration, is the establishment of what your toxicity profile looks like, your safety profile. And then after that has been identified and adjudicated by the agency, you move on to establishing your efficacy, what your endpoints are with regard to outcome for these patients. And when you look at it, the way that the market values those different regulatory adjudications, it's a very significant stair-stepping up in terms of value. And Dwayne has led us with a very aggressive timeline to establish in this coming year the safety of our new class of drug, and then shortly after that, the efficacy in human trial. So, what the investors should look at is the experiences broadly in therapeutics, which is these are capital intensive, very regulatorily heavy in terms of supervision, investments and activities, but they have these kind of set pieces where if you can establish safety and you establish efficacy, and then you expand your trials to take in a larger number of the population, a more diverse group, to further the confidences in that drug being able to improve outcome, you can almost mathematically, take a look, calculate what that trajectory is going to be. And it is a very steep one in biotech. There's nothing like it. There is no other industry where you see such significant step-ups in value when you meet one of these criteria, one of these criterion laid down by the FDA. So that is our pathway, and it is a well-worn one. And we have every expectation that our new class of therapy is going to be a breakout and is really going to return a lot of value to our investors, both in terms of economic reward, but critically being able to improve outcome of human beings around this world that today really don't have any solutions to their disease.